Hi guys, welcome to the review of Chef Julian Season 3, Episode 3. Now, I've really started not to do a review for this episode because this was a straight up filler episode. There really wasn't much going on in this episode at all. So the main takeaways that I have from the review, well, let me just back up a little bit. I really did like seeing Kevin from The Number. I really enjoy seeing him. I love his personality. His character is very quirky and, very quick on his feet with his wit. So it was cool seeing him audition for the commercial. So let me just back all the way up. Because you guys, I'm already saying this was like a filler episode. I started to just wait for the next episode and roll this review into that episode because, yeah. Okay, so anyway, this episode was all about Milan and Mo teaming up against Julian and Talisa to do a commercial because they all realized that the event they had at the apartment for the business launch was not as successful as they had hoped. And so they were coming up with strategies on what can we do to, really get attention, to try to go viral. So they came up with the idea of creating a commercial. So Milan and Mo team up, and again, Julian and his cousin Talisa, they team up to do a commercial. So they both shoot their commercials, and they want us to vote on which commercial was best. I had the hardest time trying to decide on which commercial was the best. And it's funny to me because it's kind of connected to like what I do for a living. So I'm sitting there just watching both of these videos over and over, and I'm like, I don't know. Because I could see, I was like, no. Because even the one with Kevin and the party, it was okay. I thought it was a better, well-rounded commercial, but it was also still kind of corny. And then the one where Julian is trying to be D'Angelo, I was just like, okay, now if you got these little girls 20-some years old trying to order some chicken from you, then that might work, or that might be as, the crazy ass type commercial to go viral. But I don't know. I just thought both of them was just like, so I don't know. I couldn't even make a call on that. So, Julian still being Julian, trying to reach out to Wendy, trying to get his foot back in the door with her. I was glad she said, we just need to keep it to text for right now. So I was glad to see that. Let me think. Daryl was not in this week's episode at all. And so my takeaway from this episode, the only takeaway from this episode for me that might move the story along is the Milan and Talisa confrontation and the obvious division amongst the four now into the two groups. I could see this going down the path of Milan, who I was very glad with some of the things she said in this episode, because in one of my previous reviews, I was like, I'm not understanding, or either I might have even edited that out of one of my past reviews. But I said that I could not understand why this professional woman, who had resources to support a business, would continue to put up with this foolishness. So it was kind of interesting to see in this episode her kind of throw that out there to say, basically, I'm the one who put up the money for this, and so you're going to give me my respect, or I could say whatever I need to say, because if it were not for me, none of this would be happening. I think with her saying that and her partnering with Mo, who is the creator of the recipe for the wings, I think this is headed down the path where eventually Milan and Mo are going to end up taking this business all together. Which in a way, it would be kind of good to me because, Julian is like such a sleazeball and he's not really doing the work. And I almost would think that would be kind of smart of the women, even if it's a little bit vindictive. I don't know. I think I think I kind of would have an appreciation for that. Because that would be far better to me than how some of these women have been playing their roles. Like, it's just like they're kind of clueless. So it would be kind of nice to see that they were being strategic and were really thinking about what they wanted to do with the business and so on. So I can kind of see those divisions potentially leading to a takeover by Milan and Mo. And if they're not careful, Milan may have the whole business all to herself. I could see that happening. So that was really the only interesting part that I saw as far as moving the story forward. But other than that, I just thought it was a filler episode. So very short review. I'm looking forward to the next episode, which I hope will have a little more meat to it. But I hope you guys are caught up on Chef Julian. If you're not, please check out Black and Sexy TV. Please subscribe. They have several web series and other programming on their network. So just check them out. You won't regret it. I promise you that. So until the next review, thank you guys for letting me have my 2 cents.